I remember you. In the mountains.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out the latest episode of our podcast, In the Mountains.
In the mountains.
Nice.
In the
We are
mountains.
getting good at that timing. But this is going to be, what, episode 8, I think?
Yeah, I think
And
it's
with
episode
me,
8.
always, we have Glitch and Zaft down there. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Excellent. Just excellent.
Good as always. So you'll have to notice that Zaft is in the process of rearranging or something down there, so we don't have
I'm
as
moving.
much to look at back
The
there.
bazooka's
Oh, you're
gone.
moving. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The angel with a bazooka
Got rid
is
of the
no
bazooka.
longer
Unforgivable.
gracing your screen there.
Greasy.
But I mean, if we think about it, I got plenty of crap here for all three of us at this point.
That's
So
very true.
I don't know. I look at that. Like I got empty spots right there and there. Yeah, I could do more. I could condense down.
Well, you could put like some product placement,
Yeah.
Yeah, like this very own. No, just kidding. This is something that Haley
It's
does.
nice.
It
Unless
is nice though. But I mean, if somebody wants to make me one of these, that I could sell and give you money for.
Also,
yeah,
I'm just
that'd
saying,
be cool.
collectors, it's one of a kind.
it's one of
I mean, it is. This is the perks of Haley having disposable income and getting targeted Facebook ads. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We'll get our tangent out of the way. I hope you guys are doing well this evening. We are excited to have another episode here of the podcast, and we are going to be talking about all things moving forward. So the last couple of episodes, I know we've kind of, we took a little bit of a break there, got really busy, during the early months of the year. But the last episode, if you guys haven't checked it out, we kind of did a little bit of a reflection on what we thought Plunderstorm was like, our final thoughts on Season 3, and kind of a look ahead, at least a start of a look ahead on what we would think War Within is going to look like, hero talents, that sort of thing. I would encourage you guys to check that one out. But in this one, we are going to talk about all things like dead ahead. So if you are a fan of World of Warcraft in any of its iterations, you are about to feast. We have so much content ahead of us. Just think
much.
about it this way. Yes,
plethora.
so much. Like, you like Classic? Great.
Good.
You've got Season of Discovery Phase 3 that's already upon us. You have a pre-patch for Cataclysm Classic that's going to be out here very soon. We've got, we've got Alpha that hasn't been released yet, like date-wise, for War Within. We're speculating, I think we're all three on the same opinion. It's maybe even this next coming week. Maybe.
Very soon, yeah.
have to wait and
There's
see.
a lot of indication there that that's the case.
Soon, very soon, TM at this point. We've got Alpha, which then eventually will have a beta a little bit later on. We've got Season 4, which will be upon us for both Mythic Plus, for Dragonflight Mythic Plus, which will be here actually a week from today as of us recording this. Hopefully this video goes out in a timely fashion. And then we also have the Awakened Raids, which may or may not have affixes. We're kind of riffing on this early. By earlier, I mean literally like 2 minutes before we started. So, long story short on that, we were talking about Season of Discovery, because I'm like making notes. I'm like, oh, we got Phase 3 of SOD, and then Glitch is like, oh, SOD, Sanctum of Domination, and then we kind of riffed on how terrible it was to have affixes for Season of Discovery, and how it made life literally terrible.
I missed a lot of that, so.
Did I say faded? What'd I say?
Faded. Season of Discovery.
Oh, I did. Did I say
Yeah.
Season of Discovery? Well, whatever.
Yeah, so for
Anyway.
the faded season, yeah.
We're going to have faded Season of Discovery. You guys are hearing that first from me here. No.
We got some insider information.
Yeah, we got insider information.
I got Ian
But-
Hescostis in a box in my room.
You got an eyeball right there. And all it does is just whisper at you, what sword? Just
No,
the
yeah.
entire time. Yeah.
So I can't get him to
but-
shut up. I'm trying to get to bed.
But we've got so much. We've got stuff going on in retail. You've got stuff going on in classic. They just released the self-found mode a couple months ago now for hardcore. You've got Classic with Cataclysm. You've got Season of Discovery, Phase 3, and eventually Phase 4 with the way they've been pushing that stuff out, probably in the next like 2 months at this point. You've got Alpha and Beta for retail. You've got new content for retail. It is just an amazing time to be a fan of World of Warcraft. And we've even got this stuff that are now kind of calling our retail launcher home in the form of Plunderstorm, which Glitch hasn't really done anything with Plunderstorm.
Nope.
He's commentated on some of Zaft and I's duos matches. Those have been kind of fun. We've got Zaft. Zaft has already got his 100% done. He's got all his stuff. I'm about halfway.
You're done, so
Yeah,
Get buffed.
that is also true. We have that. I am now reaping the benefits of being very slow and having like an hellacious last couple of months, but it's okay. I'm gonna get double renown in Plunderstorm.
Yeah.
It's great.
Honestly, if the double renown thing pushes it to like muck around for one match, get one renown, maybe I'll even do it at that point.
So Jill, just to give you an idea, I did one match. There wasn't even 60. It was a single player match. Wasn't even 60 players. It was like 40 some. I lasted until like 13 or 12. I was just running around getting treasure and plunder, and I ended up getting over a full renown level. And that was with the first win of the day, or first game of the day. Because the first game, if you do what it asks you to do, which usually is pretty easy, you get 800. So that would immediately give you 1600, which is almost a full level by itself. Well, not quite, but it's 900 away.
Over half a level.
Yeah,
And that's just from doing the base quest. That's doing the base quest. Just that, not to mention that doing the quest itself also gives you 250.
Yeah.
So it's another 500 on top of the 1600 you're already getting.
So you're basically almost getting, if you just do one match a day and you do the thing that it wants, it will almost assuredly give you a full level, which is much better on your quality of life, that's for sure.
I think you still end up having to do more than one match a day, right? Which is, I think it's reasonable.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if the grind is not as bad. Because watching you guys play, I was actually thinking, hey, this doesn't look that bad. This actually looks pretty fun.
It is definitely one of those things that if you have somebody to play with, and if you can find somebody to play with, do it. Absolutely, 100%. I did most of it. I did most of it by myself, and Glitch listened to me in Discord as I'm at my computer doing this. And he was like, at one point he was like, if this would be easier if I just jump in and help you, like, would that do anything for you? And I was like, I don't think it will. And I was wrong.
It's been a ton of fun.
But at the same time, it would have been asking Glitch to do something you didn't want to do, and he's gonna do something I want him to.
I was offering.
I appreciate it.
Well, maybe we should record a couple of games of trios and see how that would go. I would love to see how that group dynamic changes, because it was different going from solo to duo. But then it also means that there are some wicked good duo players out there, because we would be, Zaft and I are doing pretty good. We're top 5, and the next thing you know, we're like good powers we like level 8, 9, not super under leveled, and then this level 10 group just comes out of nowhere, and I don't get to cast anything.
They clown us.
They absolutely just.
We've had teams that like they'll hit us with a stun, they would jump in, hit us with another stun, land a landslide, knock us up in the air, and by that time we've already been hit by 3 things, and that's just one person, not to mention whatever the other guy's doing.
Yeah.
It was insane.
There'll be games. Yeah, there'll be just games where we're like, dang, that's good. They got me. Like, we're not even mad. Get absolutely 100-0, and you're like, yep.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, well, we lasted.
I guess we'll go again.
When it comes to if you're struggling to like get yourself motivated to do Plunderstorm at all, I recommend set yourself some. If you want to win, that's a different thing. I have no idea what to tell you to help you win. I have no I have no idea how you win.
Find the bush. Hide.
Literally. But
Oh,
if
Get
you're
Flame Whirl, that's how you win.
yeah, but if your goal is to like, I just need to get to 40, that's all I need to do. Literally just go in and every single match be like, I want to hit this amount of plunder. I normally would say anywhere from like 500 to 800 is reasonable. It'll be more with the increase that you're getting from the buff, right? But I would aim for that. So that way you could be like, all right, land, do this, just collect plunder. You get to that 800, and then you can be like, okay, now I don't feel like I have to be, I don't have to be nervous. I've already hit my goal for today. I've already hit my goal for this match. Everything else is just free.
Yeah.
And just do that over and over again.
And I think that's something that speaks to the way Zaft and I consume the game as well. Where Zaft and I, we like to do those crazy zany things that, like Insane in the Membrane, that sort of thing. Like
the long grinds.
Yes, the long grinds. Sorry, I remembered farming boxes on somebody else's rogue. Anyway.
Oh, no, my rogue. I did
yours.
my own.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't his. Don't worry.
Good.
Anyway, yeah. But if you take these big old grinds, whatever they may be, and Plunderstorm is a grind. It is a, I'm not gonna say a time waster, but it
is.
Okay, waste your time. Yeah, fine. And you don't even get a nice belt out of the deal either for the waste of time. But it's so much easier to just do a little bit each day. There you go. I'm like he's looking for it. I know he is. I saw the your screen change because I could see it right here, and I see your screen
you're not
light
good
up.
at Plunderstorm because you read me like a book.
I'm like, okay, he's doing it. He's doing it.
Locked in.
That is prime. That is good. That's good stuff right there. But it's so much easier to do that stuff, and Plunderstorm's no different. You go in there, don't push yourself, and as Zaft tells me way too often, don't kill yourself doing it.
Don't kill yourself.
Like that is the exact thing. Just don't kill yourself. Yeah, don't die, and it's just so much easier. And I think it officially ends the week after season 4 started, or that full week. So I think it's April 30th. Was that
something
was
like
that
that?
The date that I saw?
That makes sense.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah. Okay.
As of recording.
So I appreciate that they finally told us when. They should have probably told us right to the beginning. But that'll ruin their metrics, right?
Why wouldn't they?
Right. But it's fun. I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it so much more because I have somebody to play it with. If I didn't, I would do it because I'm me, but I wouldn't like me.
I would not do it because I'm me.
I think at like this point, like if I was starting at 0 at this point, I would be pretty disheartened to start doing it. But if I had somebody, like if me and you were both starting at 0, or if it was like, okay, I'm already at 40, but I'm helping you do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If glitch is just like, that's it, I want to do this, I want this, I want this big pirate.
Where are we dropping?
I'll do it 100%. And I would do that for almost anybody in our guild. If there's somebody in our guild who was like, I really want to get into this, but I absolutely hate doing it by myself, I'll be like, don't worry, I got you. I'll jump in with you and we can goof off. Just having another person.
And boy, do we goof off. I think so. These last couple of nights, we try to get in, do a couple of games a night if possible.
Yeah.
And lately, we've been finding like the worst places to drop.
Yeah.
They're literally like, no, most people are like, oh yeah, the wither branch or wither bark, whatever they are, the troll area. Oh no. The worst part is not even, there's like the troll area here, hammerfall here, and they're like, we're just going to put them right there. So they get nothing out of the deal, and it's great. And then they're going to be level 7 and have 1 power each still. It's going to be great.
I don't know how we did that. I don't know how we got the 7 with 1 power.
Skill.
We had to try.
but we sure
or just get incredibly unlucky. But
it's really weird because like in duos there's specific places that I'm like, this is where we should drop in duos, where I would never drop in solo, and then there are places that I'm like, this is where we should drop, because I love dropping there in solo. That is a nightmare for duo because there's so many teams there.
Well, the nice thing is we found, now that we've kind of figured out our chemistry as a duo, we can be like, so for example, we're going to pop up in the very left-hand corner of the map. It's up by the Horde base.
That's our go-to spot.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we are going over there. Zaf's going to drop in on the Griffin. We're going to go over to the Moonkin. I'm going to go up and waste time and go get the gold while he's doing the actual stuff over there and getting powers. Yeah, it's great.
Hey,
I am.
He needs the plunder, so it doesn't matter.
I'm getting my stuff. I don't know. I'm getting us levels, but I basically get to. If you've ever done the Hillsbrad Foothills questline, there is a very affectionate NPC that you deal with throughout that questline. His name is Dumas, but I get to be dumbass.
Oh, okay. Where's this going? Yeah.
I love that questline so much.
Oh no, that's excellent. No, I mean there's a lot of you like carved out a niche of like the powers that you like, and that's the other thing is that when you're starting out, like you're like, what do these powers do? What does this do? How do I use this? And by the time you're like renowned 10, you have an idea of like the powers that you like. And like for me, I love Rhyme Arrow. I'm a Rhyme Arrow apologist till the day I die. It's not the best ability, but I love it so much because
it's literally to the point where I'm just like, I got a Rhyme Arrow, here you go. Like it's not, I don't even think about it.
But there's ones that Greeley likes, like Landslide, that I'm like, I can't hit a freaking barn door with Landslide. I don't know how he does it, but he does it, and he does it effectively.
Well, I think it's been helpful too, is that maybe it's because initially we didn't want to fight over the powers, but your go-to powers are completely different than mine.
Yes.
And it's so easy to be like, yep, there, this is yours. That's mine. Thank you.
There's one power that neither of us want, and that's Star Bomb.
We'll take it if we have to, but we drop it as soon as we can.
As soon as we can get rid of Star Bomb, we do.
I don't know though. I forget what the official name is, because I have the shorthand names for a lot of them that we might talk about.
Famous one.
Yep, but I have the Kamehameha wave
by
one.
Many.
Yeah,
it's the arcane ball that you charge up and you throw at people.
But I'm getting good with the Kamehameha wave. That's definitely one of my favorites.
There's the
Flame Whirl is still my favorite.
There's the Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, so it's the one where it's
like Quaking Leap is the call.
Yeah, it's Quaking Leap, but I call it just Brock Lesnar because we're taking him to Suplex City.
Man.
I started calling it the Suplex because I was like, it looks like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And you're like, like Brock Lesnar. And then
the Brock Lesnar.
It even looks like Brock Lesnar is on it. So
I don't know. Like Glitch can't tell what it is. Was it you guys?
I had to ask.
A blanket?
Because after you guys give him the Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, can I please? Like, what's going on?
So we're streaming in Discord. Of course, it's probably not full. It's still pretty small on the screen. But he's just like, what is that? And it's a dude dropping an elbow off the top rope.
It doesn't. It looks like some sort of rolled bedding or something.
Oh, geez.
That's what it did to me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there are still some powers that we're just like, no. But I think we've grown, particularly the Toxic Smackerel. We're just, you know what?
Appreciation for the Toxic Smackerel.
It is what it is, and it's better than nothing.
It's true.
Although Star Bomb may not be, people are just like,
I would rather.
I'm gonna move over here.
I will kick and punch somebody to death before I kill somebody with a Star Bomb.
I don't know. There's that one. Oh, so a little bit of a tangent, but we were doing
a tangent. I don't know what we're doing.
we're still talking about. Eventually, we'll talk about Pandemonium. That's gonna be what
Next
we're
episode.
moving to that. I promise you. But we were playing this match maybe Sunday night, maybe Monday. No, it wasn't yesterday. So it had to be Sunday. And there was two groups, us being one of those groups, that drop in the near the same area. We're basically, we both have, everybody has one power each, right? They have better powers than us. And so we're just like going back and forth, back and forth. They have one of their guys, like we were focusing one. He went off on his own. He used his barrel and is healing up, so he's near full health. And then we're both kind of low a little bit. And then Zaft and I get split because the guy comes back in. He gets I think he had like a flame axe or something. No, he had a flame whirl. Yeah, he did. He had a flame whirl. And he drops flame whirl, gets some good damage on Zaft. Zaft has to leave, and they both turn on me. I don't remember what power you had, but eventually Zaft comes back in. He KOs one of the guys, but he's really low, right?
Yep.
I am also really low, along with the other guy's duo partner, and we are literally just going around in circles. Oh no, you died! Didn't you die?
I don't know which time
That's the best part.
of which times.
No, you were dead. You were dead because then the storm started coming and I had to get you up real quick.
That's yes, okay,
Yeah,
I do remember that.
but we're literally, it's me and this other dude, and we both have the same power, so it means it has the same cooldown, and we're both just like, like trying to hit each other, going around in a circle. This dude has me dead to right. I start to heal up, but he stops me, and all he has to do is come over and hit me a couple times, flame whirl me, I'm dead. What does this dude do? Decides to turn around on his barrel, goes around, like, I don't know, just turns around really quick, and then whips his camera back around, runs into me, and then proceeds to just get absolutely annihilated. And I was like, he had like 80% health and I had 20. And I don't know. And we're just like, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
There was that.
I'm just like, how we had to like choreograph this or something.
There have been a lot of times where we've walked out of like a 1v1v1, and like we walk out of there and we have like no powers and we have like 2% life and we're like, what just happened? Like freaking out.
What do we do now?
I thought you were talking about the one that we got ambushed, and it was right outside of not Hammerfall but the other Horde base, and they ended up hitting more of each other, and this was early on. Greeley was starting to use his Kamehameha wave, and he charged it up, and this boy freaking bowls a strike right down the middle and kills one of them, knocks another one down to close to dead, and I was running in, and I was like, I don't know, and then I just see this ball come through, annihilate them, and I was like, this is perfect for my specialty, Rhyme Arrow.
And then just boop,
dead.
Yeah. Or we had this one match in the same area. It's the Horde base, but it's up on the west side of the map. We killed the same dude like 4 times.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times. He kept getting rezzed by his friend. Yeah, it was a weird time.
I think that's kind of on us for letting him res that many times.
Yeah,
but we did, like, we just kept killing the same dude. Eventually, we got killed by his teammate because we were kind of low the whole time.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of other shenanigans happening.
Yeah, we were
but
like,
literally killed this dude like 4 times. If I were him, I'd just be like, no, I'm done. I'll see you in the next game.
Yeah, just let me die.
Just go back to the lobby. I'm done. Because you lose your powers and all that stuff. So then I can freely come and take your good powers. So you get the crap I don't want, along with the crap you probably didn't want.
Yep.
And yeah, but we're saying all this to say this: we've had a ton of fun with Plunderstorm. It's so much more fun with friends because even if you get absolutely shellacked at the very beginning, which was happened to us quite a bit. No big deal. You res, you go again. But Plunderstorm is one of those things that shares. It's something that they're doing new. If you guys haven't tried it out yet, at least give it a shot. Play one game, figure out if you like it or not by that point.
Mhm.
But it's going to be on the launcher. And one of the new things that are going to be on the launcher is something we didn't talk about yet, which is going to be the Pandemonium time running. And I know you guys feel maybe a certain kind of way. I know that Glitch was some. Oh, he's got the eyebrows ready to go.
He's
He's
more
he's
excited about it.
he's loading up the ammo. He's like, where do we begin? I've been pretty
He just-
quiet
he
waiting
just-
for this.
You just let us talk for like 20 minutes about Plunderstorm and just let us run, and he was like, "My time will come."
He's like, I'm waiting. But I do know that Mist of Pandaria is an expansion that it's near and dear to my heart. It's when I did my most sweaty, hardcore, or as Zaf would say, my poop sock gaming. And
Oops, sorry.
yep. So that's when I did Cutting Edge. I played over on Illidan. I did basically every facet of the game that I could. And that is also one expansion that Glitch never really got to experience.
Nope.
And as much as people want to go lol pandas, oh, it's Kung Fu Panda expansion. Very solid.
Those people are wrong. That's right. And if you think I'm wrong, let me hear it in the comments. If that's what you think about
in the
Pandaria,
comment.
if all you think about Mist is Kung Fu Panda, you're wrong.
So, because there was so much good, particularly that real middle tier. I never killed Lei Shin on Heroic when it was current content or Ra Din, but that was seriously Throne of Thunder. It was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had raiding. The fights
A lot
were
of people agree with
varied.
you, too.
Yeah. The fights were varied. They got harder as you went through, but yet also, like for example, with Lei Shin, it's a very intricate fight. There's a lot of stuff going on, and you can screw it up. But when you get it right, and everybody knows what they're doing, it's a well-oiled machine fight, and you can definitely feel like we made progress. And I love those type of fights. Kind of like Smolder on Heroic. How, when we were first starting, you're like, oh, boom, you died at the same thing. Oh, some so-and-so dropped a flame patch right where the boss is about to go type thing. We don't know who that is. Anyway, you have fights like that that are challenging, and they're the ones you're not looking forward to progressing. But when you get to it, I think you enjoy them that much more. Maybe that's just a me thing, but
I think because I was recently doing like a recap through like my WoW history, and I thought about the rating in Mist of Pandaria, and Mist of Pandaria for tanks was what I think is the first time that we really got to see really dynamic tank mechanics. And like perfect example is dogs right at the beginning of MSV. Like such a cool fight, getting to use weapons on literally the next boss, like the use of weapons. And then like Throne of Thunder is just a really cool fight, like a really cool like instance. You had really cool mechanically complex fights like Dormammu. Dormammu sounds like that's the villain from
Dormammu is from
that's the okay
I've come to bargain.
yeah. But like that's a mechanic.
Demonetized.
Yep, that's it. All right, goodbye, guys.
Sorry, Disney.
But like that's a very mechanically complex fight. But then compare that to like Primordius, which is like a really DPS. It's more of your numbers intense fight.
love
And
that
really
fight.
cool because like you had to utilize debuffs to your advantage to make yourself a lizard, which I think is pretty cool. I had a lot of cool complex fights, and Siege of Orgrimmar was no slouch when it came to an end of expansion raid.
Yeah. I just have very fond memories of Mists. Both the people that friends I made, I got to experience literally every tier of content I was a part of, which is I've not done that since. I've done it a little bit with other, like, when we're done raiding, I might go and step into mythic raiding or something, but it's not something that I go and I live there. It's fun to visit, but it's not fun to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And Mists will always have a soft spot, but it's going to be really awesome. And I know that Glitch is definitely excited to talk to you guys about the time running in the Pandemonium event. But it's going to be fun to experience the whole time running with him as he's really seeing it, not seeing it for the first time, but seeing it as current content for the first time.
So it's gonna be really strange and really interesting. I'm actually super excited for it. So I don't think I've made it too much of a secret, but the classic version that I was most looking forward to was Pandaria, because I didn't play it. I dabbled at the beginning. I did the intro quests, suffered through the horrendous grind at the start, and then quit. Didn't even see the inside of any raid, really, at the start. And then I came back, for whatever reason, got it in my head to get the cape in 1 week. Did so. Don't do that. I don't recommend doing things like that.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself, no. See, I used to be like you, but, but yeah, so I didn't really play it all that much. So this isn't classic Pandaria, but you know what? It's good enough for what I'm looking for. And it's going to be crazy because it's going to start, kind of everything normal, oh yeah, this is kind of the normal expansion. And then it's going to get crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier. And you're level 25, now you're in a raid, and now you're in the second raid, and look at all these gems, and now you're getting crazy. Like, that sounds so appealing to me. To be honest, a lot more than Season 4. Particularly now that I know that there's no affixes.
Yeah.
Which, I get there's divided opinions
unless they decide to randomly throw them out, which... Oh my God, that would be so dumb.
They would have talked about it, right?
That would be so dumb. And unless it's literally just, hey, for 15 seconds every minute, you do more damage. Or something like to that nature where you don't have to do anything. It just happens.
There's tornadoes. That's it.
Get out of here.
That's it.
There's tornadoes on the tornado boss. Which one's the affix? Which one's the mechanic?
They
Find out next time when we res.
They put in thundering for every boss. In every raid.
Why would you say that?
You just did Sarkarath and then Razga. It's like
that's when we find out that all of Season 1 was just beta testing the awakened affix. Awaken.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. It just, I guess no affixes is fine, but like that also that just got a lot more boring for me, right?
Yeah.
So we've done the raids, and it'll be fun to get OP on a character again. Sure.
Yeah.
And there's some fun fights, but I'm really hoping Season 4. If that's the case, I'm hoping Season 4 is just a power trip. I don't want to prog again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is not appealing to me.
I'm assuming we're gonna go through normal and then heroic.
Sure. Like the item level jump is pretty
significant. Yeah. But so at least we'll have. I would say if we don't make like let's just say first week we go in and we're in Incarnate, right? We will probably get through most of normal. I'm assuming so. It'll take us a little bit on some of those bosses to get back in the swing of things since we haven't done it in so long. But we'll see heroic. We'll probably get a couple of bosses depending on if Eggnog is super overtuned like he was this week for my friends that were testing it. But
no, please.
God no. I just want to have fun. I want to go in there. I say this all the time. I don't want them to just give us stuff, but then Glitch also goes, why not? Like, why not just give us this stuff? Like,
this is like the most not serious time of the expansion.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I think if anything, I'm excited to get the bow because I didn't get it. Nobody did.
I think like my goals for the season are get KSM for the mount, do normal fadeds for the mount, and that's about it. Like I don't need to be running 20s, or I guess they're
run 20s.
You can't run 20s, but I guess you could run 10, but
somebody will run 20s.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
Somebody will run 20s, but I'm not gonna be running plus 10s for the portals. I have these portals.
I can see it now. How come you guys are only doing plus 10s? Because plus 10s are like plus 20s.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
This is down in the comments with you.
Oh, jeez. Great.
Like I don't even
With all the other eggplant stands.
That's right.
like I don't even think there's like a weapon that I'm like, oh man, I want to get that so I can have that. Like, oh, get
The
something like
axe, oh, wait.
transmog. Get I got the transmog.
You
You know what I'll do? I'm getting the claw on my evoker.
Did you ever get Ashkander? Which
I
I'm
did.
avoiding using our favorite pet name for it.
Yeah. I
Who's that?
appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. I had to think, like, wait, what is that called?
I would have just called it by its original name, which was Ash Candy.
Yeah.
That's what I would have called it.
Is there like a crazy weapon in Vault, like a two-hand or something like that? It's cool. I don't think so.
There was one that was like the two-handed hammer that looked like a dragon head. That looks pretty cool.
I don't even remember that one.
I never got Jarun from.
I did.
Yeah. Well,
what's his name? So
that's right. I could get Jarun.
Yeah, there you go.
But there's not that.
See what I'm saying? We're over here going like, Meanwhile, Pandaria. Hell yeah! Let's log in, dude.
Well,
Let's go.
So to just put a real quick bow on season 4, I think I'm excited more so to get the rewards of whatever. I forget. I know there's the mount, and I'm assuming it's going to be a title for doing all heroic.
Oh, dude, there's tons of
season
rewards.
4.
If you think about bullions, right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So many.
There is a heroic
mounts,
title.
Yeah. I'm excited for the rewards, and I'm excited to get back into the raid because it's been a little bit since we've raided. But I also understand I'd like to get in there. Let's play the greatest hits and then just be done, so everybody can be fresh for War Within. And if we wanted to hang out and do our portal runs for people who missed them the first go around, awesome. Maybe they'll give us golden portals if we do it again.
Let's wait until we get into some of those mythics, because I don't want to be like, yeah, we'll get portal runs, and then we do like an 8 and it slaps us silly, and then we're like, oh, okay, all right, we don't have to do
guys, we're doing an 8 today.
I don't think it'll be an issue.
It's not gonna happen. We'll be fine.
I'm excited to get back in there, and I'm more excited for Mythic Plus.
Technically speaking, I don't have some of those on my evoker.
That's true.
So.
You'll have them on your evoker and War Within, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say you will then.
War Within. Get in the comments. Tell him he's wrong.
I had to do this on 12 characters to have all of them on each of those characters.
You're wrong.
Get out of here, Dranos.
How is he watching my stuff?
No,
that's so nice of him.
Max might be watching this. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, Max, how's it going?
How's it going, Max?
Thanks for
Max,
listening.
If you're watching this.
So, by the way, I did click on his video because I thought,
stop bad mouthing Moonkins. What the fuck?
You owe me a kiss on. Talk about how good Lightsmith is. How excited you are for Lightsmith.
Bad mouthing Moonkins.
and how you think that Marksman Hunter is going to be the main. It's going to get some defensive upgrades in War Within, and then it's going to be, I don't need to be up here, but I'd like to be here.
Tell all the streamers that Tettles needs a break. You just, cut the guy some slack. You guys shit on him constantly.
Seriously.
Like, bro, man, he can't be the streamer punching bag for that. I'll be the streamer. If you invite me on those streams, I will let you guys just talk shit about me the entire time if it gives Tettles a break.
Well, I did click on that video and I watched it for a while because I started watching through. I was like, I wonder if he's went through all these different, it was all the same group that were talking.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to see on the off, super off chance that we were after the credits.
What are the honorable mentions?
Everybody has to be a part of the video, so they're at the end.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get my hopes up.
We're on that fast.
Does this sway you any?
Let me show you my eggplant.
But I'm excited to do the greatest hits. I'm excited for those of you guys that got the legendary axe to have some time to at least use it. That's good.
True.
Like Fenwig busted her butt trying to get it. Even went with a different group to help them get AOTC, got her axe, awesome, and now you don't use it. Like, you know, that's like super anticlimactic, I'd say, even though you got the thing.
Not just her either. Like Odwin got
yeah.
like a couple of weeks out of it. Pinoy got like what, 2 weeks at like not even like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for those.
Let 'em
I mean, for you as well. I mean, you've been using it in the Mage Tower and doing all sorts of fun stuff with it. But you know, at least getting out there and being able to use it in actual content.
I'm tanking.
Instead of just like,
so.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe we can get Tipsy to tank that +8, and then you can use your axe.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Sounds good.
We'll go in and we'll queue up for regular heroics, and you'll be like, all right, we don't need no tank shield.
That's right. We can do that. Yeah.
I mean, they'll let us do it in time walks. Let's do it there.
I really hope that upgrade item is either cheap to buy with bronze, I guess available at all with bullions would be the correct answer.
So
or
at one point it was
easy drop
visible.
rate.
Yeah, at one point it was visible on the. It's not there now. I checked a couple days ago, but yeah, it was on the vendor at one point for one of the bullion. I don't know how much it leveled it up either.
I don't know. It's over.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. But they've added a lot of stuff for us to keep us busy for season 4. I know that someone's been working on the Tyven mount, or at least thinking about it.
No, I started.
You're like, I'm starting.
I started, unfortunately. The reason.
Actually, we have some strats, Greeley, if you wanna run some dungeons later.
Okay.
I started looking at my Forbidden Reach achievement.
It's the worst. It's the worst part of it. That's the Ember Core.
Which one do you have to do? All of them?
Yeah.
Do you have to do the meta for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And
so in that case,
portion of that is scrolls.
50 of them.
So yeah, there's a way to do it that is reasonable, but it's it goes back to our original idea of don't do all 50, go to the island, do 2, and then leave forever.
Yeah.
Like don't even think about the island until tomorrow, and then go back and do 2. And that's it. That's how you.
So
do
that means the vaults that are there, you're going to have to get the stupid rocks, aren't you? Is that a part of the meta, or did they take it out of the meta?
No, that's not a part of the meta.
Okay,
you don't have to get the box
I was
going to
say I was going to go and grab box rocks for you every week.
You don't have to get the box of rocks.
Okay.
No,
but how will you live without the toy that you can kick box of rocks anytime?
The toy's actually pretty neat. I don't know.
Oh crap! Well, I'm gonna have to do that for you now.
It's pretty good. No, but I got to do like scrolls and just like some other extremely farmy bits. I gotta find the books or whatever.
Yeah, it was so weird. The Forbidden Reach was really grindy, more so than everything else.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I was telling Glitch this, that when they came out with the Tyven, I'm just gonna call it the new Back from the Beyond. When they came out with that achievement, I was like, what could I possibly be missing from the Forbidden Reach? I spent so much time out there. What could I possibly be missing? And of course it's like, oh, get these scrolls. You have 0 of 50. And I'm like, how? How did I walk out of this entire zone? I spent hours out here. How did I walk away from this zone with every other mount in existence, but not any scrolls? Not a nary a scroll.
That's how I felt with the elemental storms. Back when the expansion launched.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was hard farming that lariat pattern.
Like,
the place it dropped was the elemental storm rare, so I would just spend hours and hours just grinding, just because I was getting mogged too, right, and other stuff. Just grinding away at those storms. That the Tyven achievement comes out, and I'm missing, I'm pretty sure, like 8 of them, like per achievement. The snowstorm over here, the snowstorm over here. I'm missing a ton of them.
Which is another complaint that we have with these kind of achievements, that it's like, here's the meta achievement. You have to get this achievement. Let's click on that. Oh, that's another meta achievement.
God,
that's
Russian
the
meta.
It's the meta for the meta.
Oh my God.
Guess what? You need to complete 3 different achievements to get this one, so that way you can get the meta for the meta.
I think it was a Taliesin.
Oh, by the way, they're all time gated too.
I think it was Taliesin that was like, please give me a back button on the achievement stat, please. Seriously. Ian, I know you're watching. Ian,
you know you're
back
watching.
button.
I can
Chop,
see
chop.
you. I can see your eyes
see you
peeking
over
out of the
there.
box.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they will. I appreciate that they added a bunch of rewards for doing those things, because there was a significant lack of reward
That's
for
fair.
doing things other than achievements, or like just the sake of having the points.
That is one thing I've noticed, is every time I go into that, the rabbit hole of this achievement for this achievement for this achievement for this achievement, there's a lot of like rewards title, rewards pet, rewards this thing, that thing.
They did a really good job of, for the most part, of rewarding you for doing the things they want you to do. This expansion, they gave us a lot of content, a lot of stuff people didn't do, because it's like catch-up mechanic stuff, or just like little small things that you just don't care about. That's fine. But there is a reward for doing them for people who did them. It's particularly for us, like Zaft and I, we did them just for the achievement because it was out there, but now we got rewarded for it on the back end.
So, like, just out of curiosity, did you guys log in that day to just a whole crap ton of new stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, it was bugged initially where it wasn't rewarding everything, but
Of course.
Whenever I logged in, I had every achievement for Tyven but one. And that was one because they didn't do it retroactive. You had to do them again.
Oh, the Echo's Fringe.
Oh, the Eon's Fringe.
Yeah. That's
Is that what that's
that was
called?
the only thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I needed to do that
Eons.
one.
Oops.
It might be Eons. It's called Fringe Benefits.
Yeah. Fringe benefits for sure. I was just looking at that. Remind me to do it later, please.
Got you. I was missing that one, and then I still had to go back to the Reach. What?
Remind him to do it.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
I had to go back to the Reach. But prior to that, there was some Zaralik Caverns that I still hadn't done. I hadn't done all of the digs. I still needed to go and do those, and I was just holding myself. This was before they even mentioned it, and I was like, I just want to complete that and just be done with it. I don't want to go back to the Reach. I actually like the Caverns, and I like the Niffin. I don't mind doing this.
That was something that really surprised me, is when I looked at the achievement, I was like 2 away from Zaralik. I was so surprised, which tells me one of two things. Either I really like the Caverns, which I do, they're cool, and I spent an okay amount of time in there, or two, more likely, they were just not as grindy.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be that for all of them?
I think that they were as grindy, but it was kind of part of the weekly grind that we were already doing.
Yeah, it was enjoyable better.
Yeah. So like, like the Forbidden Reach, like you would go out there and you could do everything. You could get full everything, explore as much as possible, and not find one of those scrolls, or not do the little treasures as many times.
Literally, what they did, the whole point of out there was to get your onyx pin.
Your
necklet,
amulet.
whatever, your amulet. There you go. You could get the amulet in an hour, and you could literally never go back be fine.
Didn't you guys do it on like 8 different characters because it made insane money? It's like freaking patches ago. What are you talking about? You shushing me.
You don't reveal the secrets ever.
It's gone. I don't know. Sorry.
But if you'd like to know any other future secrets, you can simply subscribe to the channel and donate. Yeah, there's a donate.
Send us a question if you would like to know more gold making secrets at the email, which is.
I actually didn't know this was. I thought a lot of people knew about this. I'm really bad. It's GGZ questions. GGZ questions. You can remember Glitch Greeley is aft questions at gmail.com.
I mean, we're both G, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, but anyway.
But I appreciate them adding a ton of content that's just fun. Whether you go get it or not, that's your own thing. But I appreciate that if you are still playing the game, you're still playing retail, you're still doing their Season 4 that they want you to, whether for whatever reason, there is a ample amount of things to do and rewards to get if you want them. And that's been really dragonflight for the most part. You know,
There
ton of
might
rewards everywhere.
there might be more coming.
What?
The devs are teasing that there might be more coming. I don't know what they're talking
more of
about.
what?
Content.
What?
Okay.
I've been seeing some tweets here and there. I don't spend any time
So
on
when
Twitter.
you say that, as in, are we talking? I'm not saying I'm going to use Ruby Sanctum, but I'm not saying like a raid. Are they going to add something at the end, like a Ruby Sanctum esque?
I
Yeah,
would
kinda
assume.
like
I would
pre-patched
assume
content.
I would assume it's more like the lead up into War Within.
That I'm
But
good with that.
here's why I pointed out is because we're expecting that. Like that's to be expected. But
Yeah.
every time in the very recent past where they've teased stuff like this, we got Plunderstorm, we got Pandemonium. Like this is happening. You know, we're fucking living it right now. Sorry,
Mhm.
I broke the rule.
You're good.
Uh,
We're far enough in. We're
okay,
fine.
cool.
I wasn't allowed to swear earlier. Ass candy.
Yeah, that's what we call it, ass candy. I'm sure so many people also, if
Yeah,
you've been
exactly.
around,
Yeah.
you call it ass candy, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, they've been teasing that there might actually be more content. It's probably just a lead up, but maybe it's just going to be a little bit more interesting, you know, instead of just a story quest with the main characters just being like, "Oh shit, we gotta go to the War Within," and then the title comes up. You know?
I'm just waiting.
Cool.
You're gonna, yeah, I'm just waiting where you have to go and you have to do what's it called? Uldaman Legacy of Tyr on any difficulty. And at the end, when you loot the boss, and then all of a sudden this mole machine pops up and it goes, "Champion!
The
The wounds!" And then you click on it and then that goes to the next stuff.
And then he hands you your necklace of Azeroth back.
Yep.
It also is a cape.
Yeah.
The legendary cloak. Rathian's there. He
Mhm.
never leaves your side.
And you're like, "Whoa, the heart of Azeroth?" He's like, "No. This is the left toe of Azeroth."
This is the left. This is the left.
Ooh.
No, you were the heart of
You were the
Azeroth
real
the
heart
whole town, the
The
whole
heart
time.
of Azeroth was the friends we made along the way.
You had it the whole time.
Oh
Look.
no, who was it that was complaining about family?
Hurtman. Shout outs to Hurtman.
Alright, shut up. Family. It's all about family. This was
It's all about family. We were able to defeat them with the power of family.
so with
The whole time.
season 4 is coming up. What do we think is the timeline for this? Because season 4 is starting next Tuesday.
I think
Literally a
season
week
4
from
will start next week.
Well, okay. All right, great. Season 4
wait,
starts.
hold on. That sounds like a mean statement. But the patch could launch and the season not start for a week.
That's
the
true.
First time. So it sounds like a meme statement, not a meme statement.
Okay.
That being said, I think he's right.
That's the word.
I agree.
All right. No. But that's not my question. My question is, how long into season 4 do we think it's going to be until Pandemonium comes? Do we think it's going to hit with season 4, or do you think there's going to be some spread? Is it going to be like, all right, we're going to give this a couple weeks? We kind of talked about this a little bit in guild chat because we were talking about like, oh, are we going to let it go through 1 or 2 rotations of like the 3 raids, and then Pandemonium hits?
Well, so I think I think that should be pretty well correct. Meaning you're going to get either a full cycle of the raids, because if you guys did not play Faded in Shadowlands, it was first raid is Faded, second raid is Faded the next week, third raid is Faded, and then it goes back to 1, then 2, then 3, and then after the 2 cycles, then all of them were Faded at all times, and you could pick and choose what you wanted. Yeah. I think that, particularly since it just hit PTR, the Pandemonium time running, is that we'll probably see either a full cycle or 2 cycles if they're going to do it that way. But I mean, you also think how many, like we have, if the new expansion comes out in September, October, November, December, it's got to be one of those 4 months. I'm going to say probably closer to October, November. We've got like 5+ months of this, plus a little bit of a pre-patch.
So I know.
Yeah.
I know our reaction, at least my reaction, I think you guys' reaction too, when Pandemonium came out was, what time? Holy,
Yeah.
like, when will the time
Yeah.
come? Upon thinking about it a little bit more and seeing the speed at which Pandemonium, get it, time running speed, haha, at which Pandemonium's gonna run, I'm less worried about it now. I think it's probably going to be some rotations of raid for season 4 before they let loose with Pandemonium, and I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue as we think it might be. I do think it'll be like season 4 keeps us entertained for a little while. We start getting bored once the like full raid rotation releases, and then boom, Pandemonium is in full swing.
That's
until
what I'm hoping for.
Yeah,
Is
I think
is
so.
that it let
I think they're conscious of
season
that.
4 breathe.
Yeah.
Because I
That way
think
they're
that
not bombing each other.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's kind of what they did with Plunderstorm. Is this was at the end of season 3. People are like, there are streamers that do this professionally who are like, yeah, we're playing other games, playing something. Like they're like, I can't. There's only so many plus 30s that I can time before I'm like, all right, this is nothing.
I don't know. I've been English. I've been seeing people hit the big keys on PTR pretty strong. So
We're talking like 10s and 11s and 20s,
even higher, yeah, even
Jeez.
higher. Yeah, so your typical suspects, right? Like Dorky,
yeah,
whatever,
dorky.
Ellesmere, that type of person.
Yeah.
So maybe they're into it. I don't know.
I had the wild idea to check the in-game calendar to see if they just freaking put it on there. It's not, but sometimes they do, but they didn't.
Yeah. Well,
But
they
if
also put it on there, and then they'll move it around 50,000 times, like they do the Northrend Cup.
But it's too bad. It's too bad that we will unfortunately be unable to play all that much when all 3 of us are in alpha tomorrow.
That's true.
We need some
Right.
That we need some survival hunter and marksman hunter love in alpha, because both specs need it to be playable.
Well, let's see what they got cooking first, right?
Yeah.
They might
That's
have
fair.
something. I hope.
What I want to know what the Sentinel hero tree is going to look like initially, because they'll change, but I'd like to see them release the rest of all the specs that don't have their hero tree combinations out yet.
I gotta give that Lightsmith a chance.
How many specs are missing? Has Shadow Priest gotten anything actually?
You'd hope every spec would at least have one half.
I don't think Shadow Priest does, because Priest got Oracle, which was Holy Disc, right?
Yeah.
Have another tree. So Shadow's completely. Man, one of the rogue specs too, right?
Get wrecked there.
I think. I don't know. It's just I was thinking about it. It's like, it's weird. There probably are a couple of specs that are just like, oh boy.
You'd think it's interesting, or maybe they'll wait for alpha to come out before they show those. But
the SpongeBob meme of Squidward looking out at Patrick and SpongeBob having fun. There's a couple of those specs right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's Star sitting in there looking at us running around into our specs.
Particularly you and I, Zaf. You and I are like, yeah.
And I'm over here. Please, can I have a defensive? Please.
Dude, just you watch. Sentinel is gonna be insane.
Sentinel
will be
stand still for 10
everything.
seconds, 50% less damage.
No, Sentinel will be everything that was good about Shadowlands. There was some good things for Marksman and Survival. We both had good parts of Shadowlands. I mean, the biggest guide I've ever had on my channel ever was the beginning of Shadowlands, when both specs of hunters played Kyrian, which would be what most likely could be integrated into that Sentinel.
Oh man.
Thing. So
I still have nightmares of picking up those orbs.
Oh God, I forgot about what's his name. What is
that Pelagos?
Pelagos. Oh God. Blech. After a while, I just started running with Mechanicos because I was just like, I'm not doing that.
Thank God the owl homie came in.
They made him viable, so they're like, yeah, never mind.
Braun Cena,
Here's your brawn. Braun,
Playing
get
things
in
My
there!
name is Bronson. I like how they nerfed Braun 3 times and he was still good.
Still punch him. Can't stop him.
Still kicking
so
I
butt.
should have known.
Braun Stamos.
Oh, God, I put that on the sound bar or whatever on Discord. Have the John Stamos thing again.
I think you just get it from Nerf. He has it.
He does. So
'Cause
Nerf's gonna be around for
specifically
season
asked for
4.
the-
Let's
I
get him on this.
specifically asked for the
Yeah.
John Stamos everywhere you look, everywhere.
We're gonna have. I think if we do anything for
Demonetized
season
now.
4, that's all right. We'll get Nerf on board, and then we'll get him all his portals and let him
We'll-
see all the raids that he never got to see.
We'll just tell him that if he does everything, he gets to fly. So
Don't
He
give
gets-
the
he gets-
man
Don't
hope
do that to
like
him. He'll be so mad
I
at you.
couldn't. I'm sorry. I won't do that. I'm sorry, Nerf. If
Dude.
you're watching this,
All they have to do is apply the exact same animation.
literally the exact
to the
same.
age.
Yeah.
It's
It
gonna
would
look
be
a little
so cool.
jank because Evoker's a little bit like chunkier than a Night Elf, right? But not that much chunky.
But they have the animation of Elf taking off into air. That's been like an animation that they've had since Burning Crusade.
Yeah, well, you gotta admit it does look a little janky when Illidan does it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But that's fine.
That's
He's Illidan.
Oh yeah, he's Illidan.
He gets a pass.
Yeah.
by the way, it's a crime that I don't get to Dragon Race as an Evoker, just like as myself.
That is a missed opportunity.
That is pretty sad.
Well, you're not dragon riding, you're dragon flying.
What do you
It's
think
called
we make more
dragon
Evokers?
races, not dragon riding races. They're dragon races.
I don't know if I agree.
In
Okay,
the
Down in the
comments.
comments. Get in the comments,
down
you.
with ye.
You're wrong.
So there's some good things for us to look forward to, at least for a little while, for season 4.
Yeah.
Like timing wise, it's probably gonna be at least a month before we see Pandemonium.
If it comes out like 7th or 8th week, we're looking at first Tuesday of June. Looking at like second week of June.
I think June would be a good drop point for something like that. It lets season 4 breathe. You get the people who want to do what they want to do. Like I'm going to use the term casuals. I don't like that term, but just like the people that go on, they want to do their normal content or their heroic content or whatever that is. It allows you to get through it, and then you're done.
There's nothing wrong with being a casual raider.
Well, the reason I don't like that word is because it's always used with bad connotation.
derogatorily.
Yeah, like, oh, you casual. Stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. People who enjoy what they enjoy, and that's that.
Yeah.
If pet battles are your
Casuals.
things, and maybe Gladius is watching, I
People
hope he
with
is. I hope he's
jobs.
doing well. If pet battles are your thing, heck yeah, do your pet battles in
That's right.
season 4. But what are you guys looking forward to most for Pandemonium once it does arrive?
Honestly, getting grossly overpowered. Just looking at the gems, looking at the... Dude, do you realize we're going to be able to Door of Shadows again? Did you know that?
I
Mhm.
did.
That is... And Fabling. I've missed them. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see a mechanic in the raids that admittedly I didn't do much of in Pandaria because I just did like L4 and a little pugging. Just have that moment of, oh no, I know this mechanic, but I don't know how to get through it. Door of Shadows.
Doesn't matter.
So excited for that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like my mind is like I haven't even thought of like the mechanical use of anything. I was like the mechanic in terms of like boss mechanics, because my first thought process when I was looking at it was like, oh man, I'm like, I don't know if I would pick any of the movement things. The one that I'm interested in is, weirdly enough, Leap of Faith. As a tank, watching somebody get aggro on something and me as a tank being like, oh crap, like I can help.
Dude,
Get over here.
think
Zoop.
of the spectacle that I have in my mind. Okay, let me paint a picture for you. Last boss of Mogushan Vaults, right?
Yeah.
The engine, I think it's called, or maybe it's not called engine. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking
It's
about.
Will of the Emperors. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The big dudes come out.
Mm-hmm.
They start their combo that they do that you gotta dodge.
Yep.
Everyone's packing Fablink. Zone comes out. Next zone. Next zone.
Everybody hits an opportunistic strike on the same construct.
Dude,
We got
come
achievements.
on.
There we go.
That sounds fucking awesome. I don't know.
Uh,
And it's probably not gonna be anything like that, but
Elgalon, the usage of Dora shadows to get past the energy barriers.
I don't know.
I have my what I'm looking forward to most. Everybody dancing naked with Subutai the Swift, so we can finally get that achievement.
That's right.
That's right, baby.
Also, I have to say this just to add more comments down below. If you're one of those people that wants the farm to be active during Pandemonium, down in the comments. Down in the comments.
I didn't even mind the farm.
No, me neither.
I did not mind it whatsoever. But during this, no. It's wild because one of like the worst parts of Pandaria was the insane amount of daily quests. Like it was
back when they had the daily. Do they have a daily cap now?
Yeah.
Do they still have the cap?
No.
Now? No. I don't do enough to really remember anymore.
No, because there used to be the daily cap used to be 20, and then they increased it to 50 for Miss of Pandaria, and you could still cap out and not do all your dailies.
Yeah. Well, it didn't help. Like you go to the Golden Lotus, and they have 14 quests, and some of them have extras, like an additional quest afterwards.
Or you would go to the Tiller's farm, and there's a quest for every single type of cooking.
Yeah. Something I'm kind of upset that they're not going to have an auction house for Pandemonium for one reason only. I bought a spectral tiger with a gold making technique I got in Half Hill. That's how I bought. I literally bought a spectral tiger with 80-year soy sauces. Or however many year soy sauces they are. That's how I paid for it. Because on Illidan, what you could do is, you remember how you got 20 of XYZ food, then you bought the basket, you put the food in the basket, you turned in the basket for the 1 token. So the food would cost me 2 gold, the basket would cost me 2 gold, I spend 4 gold, and I get a soy sauce, and the soy sauce sells for 150. And I did that over and over and over, and I bought a spectral tiger with it. I bought 5 TCG mounts with that. So I'm kind of upset. Although that would get found out really quick with the global economy. Let's be honest, but
I'm excited. So I got to raid through Throne of Thunder, Siege of Orgrimmar, and I raided through Mogushan Vault. I did not see that much of Heart of Fear or Terrace of the Endless Spring at current content, and I'm excited to get back in there. I doubt anybody who was raiding with me at the time will see this, but it'll be nice to raid with people who know what they're doing through all of these.
I'm glad you assume that I know what I'm doing.
Bro, if you only knew.
Wasn't Necro around?
No. Not yet. No.
The tips around?
No. I think the only person who would be around from this era is Strafe.
He's not around.
But he's not around. But no. I think that. Yeah.
I'm excited to see Pandaria from a non-elitist cutting edge point of view, though.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't do it for Throne of Thunder, but when I did cutting edge on Garrosh, we did all the difficulties every week on. I got lucky. I only had to do it on 2 characters. So I didn't have to do the 4 characters that everybody else did. But after you do that for 14 months, it's difficult. Like, like I enjoy Siege. Like I appreciate the dungeon for it is what it's like, and it's a huge dungeon. I mean, I did a video like getting all of the Iron Juggernauts a couple of months ago. I guess it's like half a year at this point. Took me 40 minutes to get through the place, just running around. Like takes quite a long time to get through there. But I will be excited to go in there and hopefully they said, doing the raid should be significantly easier. I don't know if we're going to have a full guild run doing, it.
Nice.
Maybe we do.
Can we do Glory to the Ogre Raider?
Yeah. Why? Well,
Can I
literally,
finally have that achievement?
all you need to do is do the achievements you don't have. And then when the character moves, you will have the achievement.
And really the only one that I really care about is the Thok one. The other ones
Giant snail versus
giant snail.
Yeah. Because so whenever that character moves over, all the achievements that he has come with it.
I don't think it's gonna have to move over though, right? Because
I don't know.
Because it's a character that's a Pandemonium character, but
I don't know how that.
Guild, then...
I have no idea.
See, yeah, I don't know how that works. We didn't get invited to the. I don't know if it was a closed PTR or not, but
I don't think so. I think we could just go.
Oh, I did. Then I screwed up and I didn't try it out for the window it was open. Probably when I was at work. Anyway, I don't know how that's gonna work. I knew it would be safe. It would be a safe bet that by the time the character moved, because it will move. So Pandemonium will end. It's a limited time event. It will end probably with the War Within pre-patch, if I had to guess, because you level 1 to 70, you don't leave Pandaria, like you stay there, from my understanding, and then your character gets migrated to your real account. It's like something you actually keep. Yeah, I appreciate that you can actually keep the character.
Which, by the way, probably means I'm leveling a priest.
Doing priest?
Full stop. Maybe not playing it full time, but I mean, leveling's not going to ever be as good as it's going to be during Pandemonium, because it's going to be fast and it's going to be not boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's fair.
So
probably, and it's also interesting that
you'll be able that final character.
Yeah. You'll be able to do the content without like the need of a neck or trinkets or rings, because you get those with the achievements.
Yeah.
So you get those as you progress, which makes you significantly stronger. Because I saw how many gem slots those things have. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, I think each ring has 3, the neck piece has 3, and then the rings do something else on top of that. I don't think it's like a set bonus. I think you just get it without putting anything in there, but you get additional powers, or you just get additional character strength by having them. I haven't looked at any of the trinkets.
We're gonna get grossly overpowered.
The thing that I'm actually probably the most excited for is the mounts. I know that's like that's the cliche to be big collector.
Is that excited for mounts?
I know, crazy. Really
more likely than you think.
It's more like but it's for one. There's a gross amount of them. There's an insane amount of mounts, to the point that with the amount of mounts that me and Greeley have, if we go and we get all of those, it is going to set us up for easily cresting over 900 in War Within.
Yeah.
Easily.
Think they're going to make my number blimp idea? Yeah.
I hope so, man. Because what's the only mount achievement right now is what, 400? That's
500. I think they put the 500 achievement one is the newest one, which is the Underworld Audic.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, 500.
Yeah, well, the good news is all those extra mounts will probably put me at a spot where I can reach that. So
there we go. Oh, and also the world boss mounts you can just flat out buy.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, they significantly boosted the drop chance in retail. Yes, they did do that, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Blizzard.
Yeah.
But they allowed it to. You know what? if you spend your time and you go do this other thing that we want you to do with your subscription, you can and it's not just like you can buy it, but good luck buying them all. No, like looking at what people were able to get on just PTR footage, if that's what you want to get, go buy them. And you just don't worry about it. You just go get the reward. I appreciate that because I mean, it's a world boss mount. Yeah, that's cool and all. But I mean,
and if you
15-year-old almost mount at this point.
and if you're still like, you know what, I want to get all the other mounts first, and because you could still get those in game, like the world boss mounts easily, quote unquote. I mean, just
drop forehead.
Yeah, they just drop. No, I mean, like, you can still grind for them. You can still put time into them. So if you're like, I don't want to put resources towards something, you don't have to do that. Get all the stuff that you can only get in Pandemonium first. In fact, this is what I would encourage people to do. Unless you really, if you're just collecting them all, that's what I would encourage you to do. But if you're like, I just want Shaw of Anger mount, then go get it. You know what I mean? Nothing to stop you from doing that. But I will personally, I mean, I don't think me or Greeley has to worry about that. Or Glitch. Which ones are you missing? Do you know? All of them.
The rare ones?
Yeah.
All of them?
Ooh.
Dude, I'm still missing Warbringer. Warbringer? No. The Sandalari dudes.
Warbringers?
I'm still missing. Oh yeah, a ton of them.
Well,
I don't have that. I don't have, man, actually, you know who I hope is purchasable? Hulon's mount. That'd be cool. I don't know if it is.
I don't know. So that's speaking of that. I'm thinking they're going to make because the time lost island is something. It's a place that
we're not allowed to go.
Yeah, we're not allowed to go there. But it sounds like it's a part of the meta and a part of the achievements to at least go there.
It is because...
But only like 3 of them.
It is because, and I'm actually mentioning this specifically because Rend was talking about this, or we were talking about it, I think, recently.
Yeah, oh, okay.
It involved Rend. So there's no, to my knowledge, there's no like legendary, like actual legendary cape. But the cape that you get in Pandemonium, which has all these stats or whatever, eventually will have like legendary cape mogs, so I assume it includes the like effect in the back.
Yeah.
And there's a post somewhere that specifically says that it gives you access to Ordos. He's in the time lost.
And there's somebody who loves
aisle.
Yeah.
Time waste aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'll be good for her. Oh, so I think they data mine that it's going to be a toy that you unlock, and it gives you the back
something
look
like that,
for like 8 hours or something.
Which is interesting because we already have that closet of cloaks, but
yeah.
I don't want to. Oh no!
I'm not sure. I think that'll allow you to have any cloak mogged, and then you can just put the look on the back.
That'll be cool.
Which I think will be kind of cool because it'll be fun to see my hunter with the green Yulon back because it's green. I think it'll be kind of cool. But yeah, there's a ton, a literal metric shit ton of rewards of like mounts, titles, toys, unique brand new. I say brand new. They're recolors of a lot of mogs. But if you are a collector, not even just like I collect all mogs, but it gives you options. So if you are somebody who enjoys, updating your mog constantly, and you're not like me who uses the same one, it probably stinks real bad. It gives you more options.
Not if you wash it.
I had somebody ask me in a comment. They're like, "Do you ever change your mog? Because that mog's probably stinks." I'm like, I never thought about that. And I immediately went and took a dip in the closest water.
Those are the type of people that see you with the same shirt more than once a week. And they're like, ugh, with the same shirt. Yeah. You just tell them, I like it, and they own a washing machine.
I actually have. Funny thing is, daring. I have the same sweatshirt that I have like a hoodie version of, and then I have a crew for work, and I tend to put them in the rotation every week. And I have a student that will ask me about that. Didn't you wear that on Tuesday? I'm like, no, this one doesn't have a hood.
Weird thing to do. Don't do that to people. Weird that you don't know what's going on in their life.
Mhm.
You don't know how to
I
press
have a
iron.
washing machine. I've washed this today
Yeah.
or
I
yesterday.
mean,
Or you
let
know
me be
what?
broke.
Or not. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, maybe
What
you don't
business
have a
to
washing
you?
machine.
But you want to
could
get in
be
here?
homeless.
You want to get in here? No? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Then stop asking.
Shoot, but it's an exciting time for WoW. It really is.
Seriously. No,
Like there is so much.
and let it be stated, it's an exciting time at the end of the expansion.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yes.
What? Excellent.
And I had it's not all just because of this, but if I am excited and just happy for one game mode that they've put out in the last 2 years, it was Season of Discovery, because they're trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's do something new. Let's take what you know and love and let's build on it. Some things work, some things don't. But I don't think if we don't have Season of Discovery and it doesn't do well and take off with leveling up raids and stuff like that, we don't have Pandemonium, because we're not gonna, that why would they bother doing that? You're not gonna have that level, like a kind of not, it's not tiered leveling experience, but it sort of is. It doesn't have like the hard cap like Season of Discovery does.
But they
Where
can. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go on.
I was just saying where you can go and then you can enjoy these raids and you can, oh, okay, I'm level 25. We're gonna go do Mogashan vaults, and like, okay, and it allows you to consume the content at your own pace, and to, I don't know, like, so much so you level up, you burn through the levels, great. Well, now you have tiers, it steps up as you're leveling up, so you can kind of enjoy that more because you have something going on all the time.
I was gonna say that I think that it was really well done. The fact that they chose Mist of Pandaria for this, of all the expansions that they could have gone through and they could have looked at for this kind of content, for this accelerated leveling, content, that Mist of Pandaria, the flavor, the content that was there, the kind of content that people are going to be doing, I think that it works. It works for a lot, and I'm excited to see if they'll do something like this with a different expansion, or they'll do something different with a different expansion. So, like, do same style of like SOD kind of, superior leveling, but you're blasting through Burning Crusade or some shit, or something completely different. You're doing Burning Crusade, but it's I don't know, Plunderstorm. I don't know. It's only PvP. You're only allowed to do PvP. I have no idea. I don't know what the next thing is. But between Plunderstorm and this, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm here for it. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
sure.
definitely getting a lot currently for your $15.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to just justify it because everyone's like, let it go to Battle Pass or whatever, or make it free to play. But I'm like, at least they're giving us a lot more now.
Yeah. It's helping with what we would call content droughts of like these spots in between seasons. It helps with that you're not, we're getting to the end of the season, people aren't doing, they've cleared through this place 100 times, they've got KSM, they've got KSH, they're pushing keys, for some people, but like the average person isn't pushing 20s, let alone pushing 30s. They're getting KSM and then they're like, all right,
That's it.
Dunzo.
I give up. That's it.
Like even us, like we got portals, and Greeley was like, I'm gonna go for 3K, but like me and Glitch were like, nope, got my portals later.
And then I proceeded to be like, please, I just need this one key at a 22.
But as always, like you were like, this is something I want to do, and we were like, we will help to facilitate that. And what is your current rating right this second, Greeley?
3K.
3K on the dot.
On the dot. I don't know how that happened, but I've been invited to keys after that, and I said nope.
Hasn't changed since then.
Yep. I'm just dreading that they're gonna change the timer on one of these keys. It's gonna be like, you're at 3001 now. Enjoy. Or even worse, You're at
You're at 299.
2999. Oh,
Never ruin
I
it.
just put that out there on my side.
Don't worry about it.
Ian,
It's not
back in
gonna
your
happen.
box.
It's never gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Oh shoot. Well, regardless of what we end up playing over these next couple of months, you better believe I'm going to have content featuring these two guys. We're going to have more videos for season 4. I'll be streaming, or at least trying to stream our weekly raids. We'll have some Mythic Plus runs. You better believe that we're going to be pushing to at least get that, honestly, pretty cool looking Keystone Hero mount, or Keystone Master mount. I think it's the best one out of the 4, in my opinion.
It only took like 3 seasons.
Yeah, right. But we'll have, maybe, I'm hoping that Zaft and I will have some really cool Plunderstorm video just to upload, since say we did it. I'm a streamer, YouTuber. Got to have your +1 to Plunderstorm upload.
We'll do the last game that you need to get to 40.
Yeah, and we'll get our asses absolutely handed to us.
Get in, get the quest, get the fuck out. I'm done.
Thanks for watching. But we'll have maybe some pandemonium. How many guildies do you think would be interested?
I have no idea. That's the
And it'll be interesting to see.
I know one of them that might.
Yeah.
And that's
If you want to get all the rewards, if you want to get most of the rewards, all you need to do is LFR.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. If you want to get like the last 2
Casual.
tiers of rewards, it's normal and heroic. But heroic, mind you, was mythic. So that'll be interesting.
I have one question from our audience that I'll pose to us. This is coming in from Sarah. She's asking us, what were your favorite mounts from this expansion? Now that we're talking about the end of the expansion, what were your favorite mounts from Dragonflight?
The blue snail.
Blue snail.
That's a good one.
Excellent.
I really liked that mount. That cool blue was a really good choice on that.
Excellent. Yeah.
My favorite mount would probably be the Mythic Fyrak mount. But other than that, it's probably. But yeah. But other than that, it'd probably be the blue snail mental.
Yep.
I really like that one.
All right.
I gotta think about it because a lot of them were dragon riding.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
So
The Grotto Netherwing is really nice though.
Yeah. What ended up actually being your favorite of like the dragon flying?
That one.
The Grotto Netherwing, definitely.
Yeah. Particularly with the black scales.
The winding drake for sure.
The Slither Drake?
That's my second. That one was my favorite until they released the Netherwing. I always had a soft spot for the Netherwings. When I first started playing the game in BC, I wanted one with all my heart. I did my all of my dailies in the Sunwell Isle.
Eldenas.
Yeah, Keldanos, thank you. I did that till I got 5,000 gold, which in BC was money bags.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that I had to do a quest line afterwards, and I never finished it. So whenever I came, like I really started to play the game like you guys see now in End of Cataclysm, Early Mists, when I really found myself as a player. That was literally, I did 2 things. I did the Netherwing grind, got my Netherwing Drake, and I did Insane in the Membrane. Those are the 2 things I wanted to do, and I did those.
So my favorite of the dragon riding ones is the Wilder Drake, the Cliffside Wilder Drake. I love that. I mounted up on that the first time, and I was like, this is the one I'm gonna this is the one I want. And I would like try out the new ones. I tried the Slither Drake, and then I tried out the Whimsy Drake and the Netherwing, and I also have a soft spot in my heart for the Netherwing Drakes. And I did like it, but the Wilder Drake is probably still my favorite. And then I think as far as like the just like mount that I love, I do like the snail, and I don't I don't mean this. I promise I don't mean this to rub anything in, but the Divine Kiss of Onara is probably my favorite. Yeah.
That's a good one.
But we're gonna get that.
I'll have
for
it soon.
Season 4.
Yeah, I'll
That's
have it soon.
coming in
TM.
season 4. TM.
Apparently, Simple Armory's been updated to.
Oh, we know.
Oh, yep.
No.
All right.
Just so you know, the only reason I found out is my achievement points for my entire profile went down by 3% because of how many they're adding for time running.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god, I'm below 90% of all achievements. How could this be?
How did I let this happen?
Oh yeah, that's
disaster.
right. The blue mag mammoth. That
Oh,
mammoth is
that's a
sick.
good one.
I love that one. Yeah.
I really like
that
the
has to
renewed
be-
one as well.
That has to be either
The renewed.
very high or one of my favorites for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good look.
Definitely a good one.
That's one of
It
those.
was also-
I'm pretty sure Greeley was there for this. Where I was like, I'm never gonna farm these stupid, smelly coins. There's a blue mag mammoth.
What?
No, we gotta get these coins.
But did you see this?
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
So thank you for sending in that question, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And if you
Star.
well, it says Sarah on the.
No, I know. You know what I'm referencing.
I know. Oh, that's right. That's why I didn't. But if you have any questions, feel free to send them in to ggzquestions@gmail.com. That's GGZ like glitch Greeley Zaft questions@gmail.com.
Why does glitch have to be first?
It's
alphabetical. Shut up.
alphabetical. Yes, that's exactly why. And I didn't.
well-
and I definitely wasn't about to say it without fact checking it in my brain.
Don't worry, I had already done it. I was like,
Perfect.
is it that way? Before I say this stupid thing.
It is.
But do you guys have any final thoughts to wrap up our very tangent-filled but very fun podcast episode?
This was a podcast.
What?
We've been recording.
You were recording this?
Oh, jeez. Oh my God.
My
In the
consent.
mountains.
Forgot my cue.
We found
I
out we
just,
were recording.
I just hope Pandemonium is as fun as it sounds. I'm not calling it remix. It's Pandemonium. Stop.
It's
It's what it is. It's what you sold it as, Blizzard. I'm not taking it back. I hope it's as fun as it sounds. I hope season 4 has a little bit more spice than I feel like it might at the moment. But it'll probably still be a good time. So, and I actually am looking forward to having something to do in WoW for the next couple of months. I know I like my breaks, but if something is really engaging,
Yeah.
don't matter.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And it sounds like Pandemonium isn't just like when we first were talking about Plunderstorm, we just saw it as, oh, it's just a time sink. You're wanting me to log in, you want those hours. It is
I will
still an
say,
extent.
I stand by my criticism of it being a time sink that you have to put the time into. This one, if you are not somebody, if you're a collector but you're not interested in leveling up characters, this is gonna feel like Plunderstorm to you. It's going to feel like a time sink that you don't like doing.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm happy
you know
that
where
they're
those people can go.
yeah.
In the comments.
To hell. No, the comments. The comments.
hell.
But I'm excited where we've had a little bit of a downtime with these last couple of months. Then let's get in there. Let's hang out. We'll have season 4. We'll have Pandemonium. Who knows how many Drexit members will be hanging out for that? Maybe we do some raiding on there. Maybe we don't. 600. Ooh.
That's right.
Regardless, we're going to have fun. That's the name of the game after all, and I'm really excited to share those experiences with you guys. But I think that's it for us tonight. We said we were going to go talk about like one thing. We talked about a bunch of things,
always happening.
and it's always tangent filled, which I
always happens.
have come to love and appreciate. So that's all we have tonight. So consider subscribing to me here on YouTube if you guys haven't already. If you haven't, what the heck are you doing? And consider following me over at Twitch, at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. Both of those options are free. They both help the channel tremendously. And from Glitch and Zaft, and of course myself, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.
Bye, guys.